I'm gonna bless you with something. Stop working 5 days, work 7 days, work 6 days, and you're gonna see your business blow up. Give 1 day to God and thank Him for what He's doing for you and how He's blessing you, because it is He that is providing it all. Take my word for it.
Thank you for calling us, Marty, and I wish you the best moving
Marty,
forward.
God bless you, man. Gutter your clutter, ladies. 516. Come on, give me that number again.
516-754-7438.
516-754
7438.
7438. That's Gutter your clutter. I want his phone to start ringing right now. He's there now. He'll answer the phone. Gutter your clutter. If you got a place you need to clean out, you got an attic you need to clean out, you got a basement you want to clean out, clean that basement out and put that kitchen down there that you've been thinking about putting down there ever since 1977.
Right. Now's a great time.
Call Marty at Gutter Your Clutter at 516-754-7438. 516-754-7438.
We appreciate it. God bless you guys.
Next time you call, you don't have to pay for this stuff. Oh.
Peace.
What you got to say, Mr. Fat Ford?
I want to play a song by Betty Wright, man.
Go ahead. Play the song by Betty Wright. I love it.
Rest in peace, Betty Wright.
My baby and I are back together again. Loving is better than it's ever been. If it weren't for the trials we've been through, I'd never have the courage to come back to you. We're all entitled to make a mistake. We got to prepare for some heartbreak. I was earning my man while I was learning my man. Something you young girls might not understand. No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no gain, no gain, no. No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no gain, no gain. There was an old lady sitting under a tree. She called me over and she said to me, my days left here may not be long. I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. But love is a flower that needs the sun and the rain. A little bit of pleasure's worth a whole lot of pain. If you learn this secret, how to forgive, a longer and a better life you'll live. No pain, no pain, no pain, no pain, no gain, no gain.
Continue with the voice of Betty Wright.
The guys are gonna wanna go out and play sometimes, but girls, you must not let it get you down. Just take this advice I give you, just like a mother. You try to match your guys to for don't try to do the things in the gutter. No, those girls, you can't do what the guys do, no, and still be a lady. Girls, you can't do what the guys do, no, and still be a lady. No, oh. And listen, girls, when you give your heart away, you can easily be hurt. And the least little wrong he does always seems like dirt. So take this advice I give you, just like a mother. You try to match a man's if a dude. Don't try to do the thing up in the gutter. Those girls, you can't do what the guys do, no, and still be a lady. Girls, you can't do what the guys do, no, and still be a lady. No, when you put your faith in one guy, sometimes he'll make you happy, sometimes he'll make you cry. But don't lose your self-respect trying to get her in bed, 'cause no matter how you do it, don't try to lose that in the end. Those girls, you can't do what the guys do, no, and still be a lady. Girls, you can't do what the guys do, no.
Girls, you can't do what the guys do and still be a lady. I want to send condolences to Little Richard. Of course, we lost him this week also. Yeah, you know Little
Yeah.
Richard.
Yes.
And boy, we lost a lot of them. A lot of people this week. Of course, it's 8 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. Of course, you know at 11 o'clock, the computer takes over. Okay. There's a screenwriter in New York. Say, in my 96.5 years, I've seen a lot of things. But the one thing I cannot bear to see is America being destroyed by racism and lie. I would like to live until November to help dump Trump. Hey, guy says 96-year-old and he's have never seen nothing like this. You just want to live after for election day. And
Unbelievable.
That's it. Okay, because you want to be a part of it. Okay, so tell you how life is out there.
Computer, man.
What happened?
Bring my computer up.
Hmm?
Bring my computer up.
They say if you're turning 62 this year, Social Security will pay you less. I don't know why. Voice of Little Richard. We lost him.
Trust me, go ahead, please.
Caller, welcome to the show. Hello.
How are you?
I'm on top of the. Yes, now I can. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Keen Holiday. I'm calling you from Frisco, Texas.
Oh.
You told me you was gonna be calling from California.
I thought you were in California.
Doesn't matter. I'm talking to you.
Amen. 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 You about to snap. You about to. You're the only customer that ever snapped back at
Yo,
me.
you're matching.
Wow.
Well, you ain't heard nothing yet. I've
Wow.
been for an hour waiting to get on.
All right. We'll apologize.
And in the wilderness.
We'll apologize.
You know, it gets a little tinkly out here.
All right. You on now? You just got off your horse or something?
Well, let me tell you something. My horse carries a gun too.
Kenny, tell us a little bit about yourself. I told everybody that we're having a celebrity call in tonight.
Okay. And how much time do I have?
30 seconds.
You got
30
four. You
seconds.
got 4 minutes. Then I want you to hold the phone for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna bring you back on. Okay?
Go ahead. Hello?
Did we lose you?
He's there.
Kenny Holiday.
Hello? No?
Hello? Kenny, are you there?
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Hello?
I was told to play this song for Kenny.
Yes.
I'm gonna play that song, and we're gonna move on. This is Jennifer Hudson.
Who made this song especially for Oprah Winfrey.
Sometimes you gotta moan, say.
Okay, he's on the line now.
Hello?
Hold tight, Kenny. We're playing your song.
I start singing, hey, and I'm all. Pick it up one day. When I'm weak, oh, indeed.
right here, sir.
Amen.
We have a song playing in the background for you.
Thank you very much.
Why is this song so special to you?
Because she does the real thing. She goes right into the spirit.
Amen.
Amen.
I understand you're an actor. You do some things publicly. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to take a station break at the top of the hour. I'd like for you to stay with us, and we'll come back with you at 11:03. How's that?
Okay, when do you want me to talk about myself?
Right now.
11:03 would be better.
Talk now. I got 2 minutes. Go
Well,
ahead.
ladies and gentlemen, most of you that are listening tonight are probably saying, I know that guy's voice. I know his voice. So you do. I've been in most of your homes many, many times over the years since 1977, and you have never fed me a meal.
and you never tracked
I
it.
started with Carter Country in the 70s, 1977 to 79, and on ABC, and then there's a treasure trove of movies and guest star parts. A lot of people see me recently on The Jeffersons, where I was a suitor for Florence, and that was a great experience. And then God blessed me with an opportunity called Matlock with Andy Griffin.
Now I know you. Matlock.
Kenny, hold
And
it right
I
there. We're going to go to
played-
station break. I'm sorry. We're going to have to take a
Okay.
break, and we'll pick up at 3 minutes after the hour, okay?
Okay.
Just hold tight.
Find which way to go, and you don't know which way to go, 'cause when I'm scared and feel alone. If you think you've seen it all, Jeanette, keep on living, live on. So when I miss her, I start singing, and I'm more. Ooh, ooh. Sometimes it's beyond words. Ooh. Sometimes you gotta get down on your knees and more. Ooh. Ooh. That's what I do, y'all. And I'm home. Listen. So when you're down, when you're low, when you can't find which way to go, and you don't know which way to go.
Oh, you still there, Brother Holiday?
'Cause when
Right here.
Okay, thank you for sticking with us. Yo, singing this song, man. When I first heard this, it didn't really hit me, but she's singing, man. She made this song especially for Oprah Winfrey.
That's correct.
Okay,
Oprah was kind enough to share it with all of us
praise the
in
Lord.
this special time, because in this time of the coronavirus,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anyone that has not been touched by this pandemic
Amen, amen,
tragedy.
Absolutely.
amen. And you know the
So-
title of the song says "Moan."
It's
And I-
moan.
and I would
That's what
imagine
it
a
is.
lot
And
of
that's all
people-
you can do sometimes. You know, there's sometimes you just can sit alone
Right,
and moan because
right,
we do not understand God's way
right.
and God's will, but
Mhm.
we are in the midst of it. And those of us that He has chosen to spare
Mhm.
must be aware that He has a magnificent work for us,
Preach,
each
brother.
one of us, to do, and He will make it clear in His time.
Amen, amen,
In the
amen.
meantime, don't lament, but be busy lifting up your brothers and your sisters
Amen.
and showing them the way that God would want His warriors to be seen.
You know, you're talking real talk right now.
Mm.
You really are talking real talk because,
That's what I do, sir.
amen. I think people,
I'm also evangelist Dr. Kenny Holiday,
bless you, sir.
also known as Keen Holiday.
Bless you, sir.
So I just wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to folks about this coronavirus thing. There's a lot of people making noise about the vaccinations that are supposed to take place, and in these vaccinations, they're supposed to add some molecules that are going to formulate into a tracking device. Well, I just want to inform you all. Anybody that's got a driver's license recently, they already have a tracking device in your wallet, in your pocket. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of your driver's license, you will see a hologram. And that hologram is a tracking device.
Right.
Okay? And without that tracking device in the very near future, you will not be able to travel from state to state. You will not be able to buy certain goods. You will be losing your quote-unquote American rights.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Sounds like sign of
And
peace.
that new motor vehicle identification that you're talking about, that driver's license, isn't that going to replace what we know as the passport?
Mm-mm.
If you don't,
Yes, it will.
yes, it will.
Yes, it
You
will,
won't
because
need a
It
passport.
is going to be the definitive identification.
To cross
But
the
there
water?
are other levels
You,
that are going to go forth.
you
There
cannot.
will be implants. Everybody talking about the sign of the beast, in your forehead. Why do you think they're taking your temperature in your forehead right now? Because they're getting you used to being read by a monitoring device, and it's going to be placed in the midst of your forehead. So, I'm not talking stuff to just make people fearful. Do not be fearful. There are an awful lot of people in this world who not inclined to go along with the program. So just be aware, folks, that if you're still here after this first onslaught, take care of yourself. Don't rush and be out there trying to be like everybody else and go join the party, because the party will get you sick in a very short while. They're already warning you. There's going to be a second wave, and it will be different, more virulent than the first, because now the virus has mutated and has expanded its ability to be as virulent as it has been before, but even more so now.
You know what? You know what? It concerns me is that we don't pay attention. I see people out with no mask on, no gloves on, and what does it hurt you to wear a mask or glove? And then when you find yourself sick, you wish you had it, you wish you should have, you could have.
Well, the other thing is that they're not showing any kind of respect for their fellow man.
Absolutely.
Because many of them are going to be carrying the disease, and you will brush up against them in the train stations and the bus stations, and you will get this new virulent strain of the virus. So
something.
It's a very, very serious thing that we're in the midst of, and it's like the mad scientists are running the world right now, and you all have to be very, very diligent and very careful about what you do. You don't want to go to house parties. Somebody came to my house just 2 days ago, a good friend of my family, and she's like one of the family actually, but we haven't seen her in a long time. And she came in and she wanted to go and hug one of my sons, and we said, "Oh, no hugging, no hugging." And she jumped back, and scared, because she has no idea of what this thing is all about. Had no
Absolutely.
idea.
I was sitting in my
about doing what she do. Little sweet lady, she's gonna hug everybody, kiss you, and all that kind of stuff. But you can't do that now, because this thing is real. It is virulent, and it's, as they say, it changes, it mutates, it changes and gets stronger. So we are in that place right now, and so that's why I started out this session with moan, because sometimes you just have to sit and talk to God and moan, and He understands every thought that you are transferring to Him. That you do that moan, because it is the sound of despair of the true heart. The heart is pure in its pain. That is when He comes forth.
I was talking to a friend of mine. Well, his father was my friend. His father's going on to be with the Lord years ago. And I was speaking to Jimmy this evening. He was just telling me about all the people that he knew, all his friends who passed away. And he and I were dialoguing about the number of preachers that have passed away. But I believe that the Word of God is the answer to all this. And somebody said, why so many preachers are dying? Because the Bible tells us that, and I think it's in 1 Peter 4:17, that God is coming back to judge the world. And when He comes back, He's going to judge the church first. Now, I don't know if He's judging now, but He's taking out a lot of preachers. I believe what the woman of God said tonight, it's time for us to be more prayerful and be able to draw closer to God. The Bible says in 2 Chronicles.
Well, I have an opinion about that. I think that what you're looking at, see, we became enamored with the internet. We became enamored with the material things, and everybody want a big old house, and everybody want what the fancy clothes and what they're doing in Hollywood. And see, they've turned away from God. And what has happened is God will get your attention when He wants it. And that's what is happening here. Now you see them clamoring to get into the church because they believe that's going to save them. But here's the point. The point is this. Worship our Father. Worship Him. In the tough times and in the good times, worship Him. I live in a state of conscious prayer. A state of conscious prayer. I ride a bicycle a lot. I get out there by myself. I got my music playing in my ear, and I have a stream of conscious prayer going with me and the Father during my time on that bicycle. And that's how we have to live. It is so that, listen, I come out of New York State, New York City, Penn Station, 1 week before the walls started falling. I walked through Penn State. Yea, though I walked through the valley and the shadow of death. Penn Station was filled with homeless people. Stink, dirty, nasty, homeless people were running amok in Penn Station. And I walked through all of that and came out of it unstained at all. And, so God has a purpose for me, and I'm going to do what he has asked me to do. That is to inform our brothers and sisters of what is going forth and not to despair. No wringing of hands now. There's no time for wringing of hands. It's time to have concrete thoughts and plans and decision making. We need to be very strong during this time because this thing is real. What is going on here? This is some heinous things that have been placed upon this country, and we, those of us that have the lesser of health care, those of us whose immune systems have been wounded, are the first line victims. That's what you've seen so far. Everybody that you've seen pretty much so far had what they call a pre-existing
conditions,
illnesses. You understand? Pre-existing illnesses.
Doc,
so
hold on a minute.
Inside their body was open areas of inflammation, and that is where the virus it preys upon that weakness in us, and it gets really, really real here, folks.
Dr.
Yeah,
Holiday, we have a question
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, dear.
I would just want to piggyback on what you said earlier. Is it going to be mandatory that you get that chip?
If you want to get your groceries, you want to get your Social Security, you're going to have that chip
In your forehead?
in your forehead. That's why they're shooting it there now. Take your
Okay,
temperature.
when will I
Have you been anywhere where they took your temperature recently?
Yes.
They put that little gun-looking thing right in the middle of your forehead.
No, they didn't use the gun. They didn't
That's
use the gun.
programming.
They didn't
Pardon
use,
me?
they took
Pardon me?
they took my temperature but not with the gun.
They took your temperature with a thermostat?
That is correct.
Well, that was bogus, man. That wasn't even real.
Okay, that's good. I didn't
That
have a
wasn't even
temperature
real.
then.
Let me
That's
tell you
okay.
something. I don't know where you were. but you
Hackensack
stay away
Medical
from there
Center.
because they're fake.
Hackensack
They're
Medical.
fake. The real people have the gun.
Okay.
Okay, they have the gun because they're programming
Hey,
you
Doc.
to be ready to be appeased by that.
Oh, when will it
You
start?
have to get used to somebody shooting you in your head, and that's why they have that little gun thing now, because that's where the chip is going to be, right in the middle of your forehead.
My question to you, Doc. When will it start?
It's already started. It's already started. What country are you from?
Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica. Well, I thought you was from the west coast of Africa, because they've already started over there in Africa.
I
You
don't
understand?
think I have to. It's
Why
not
they-
mandatory that I get it. I don't think. It's your choice.
What? You don't think that it's real?
I don't think that's so.
Yeah, okay, well, you're going to be dead in a little while.
I know at my
You
age,
keep
yes.
walking around out there like it ain't real. You
No.
find out-
How old are you?
I protect myself, but I'm just saying to you, if it's a
Well, then
mandatory.
you do know it's real. So you can't be talking both sides of the fence.
No, I
Hey,
just.
Doc,
It's
let me
either
ask you a
real or it
question.
ain't real.
Hey, Dr. Holiday, let me ask you a question. Did you get it yet?
Did I what?
You got a chip yet?
Did they shoot you with the gun in your forehead yet?
They take my temperature every time I go to a doctor, every time I go to
But
an
but
office.
I'm asking you, do you have the chip in your forehead?
If I do, I don't know when they put it there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now, my mama might have something to say about that, you know, but I haven't been to any surgeries or anything
Oh.
of that nature where they
But-
had to work inside my head.
So
My mama used to say I had a very hard head, so that, I don't know.
My mom
that-
used to
that
say the
make two
same
of
us.
thing
What that
about
means.
me.
But the bottom line is, you can be skeptical all you want. If you're skeptical, it means that you have not read any science fiction from the 70s and the 80s. Okay, if you read the science fiction, Ray Bradbury and all those guys, what you got now is people emulating that which they read when they were children. Okay, and they're doing it now because the computers allow them to have the levity to make creations and do things with these viruses and these genomes. Okay, they can
Okay.
change genomes. They
okay,
can change your genealogy in you. So
okay, Doc.
everybody's tracking down their genealogy. In a little while, all the genes are going to say pretty much the same thing because the chip is going to supplant that. What do you want? So what?
Well, the neighbors are,
Okay, you're
Complaining?
live on the.
yeah, but it's very loud.
All right. Well, I'm preaching. What can I say? I don't stop you when you're preaching.
Doc.
Look,
Hey,
I got
hey,
the haters coming
Hey,
in.
that's the adversary cutting in.
See, anytime you start telling the truth, they tell the
Well,
shit
he
you
does
up.
what he's supposed to do. You know that, right?
Doc.
All right.
At 19
So
minutes.
I'm doing what God sent me to do.
All right,
And,
we're gonna. I'm gonna have to end this segment right now. So I'm gonna thank you for calling in. I appreciate your insight. And when me and you meet, we're gonna do battle. What do you say about that?
battle. I don't need to battle with anybody, man. I walk with God. Okay.
That
I
make
do,
two of us.
I'm just
do
messing
what
with you.
He asked me to do, and so I have no battles. To fight.
I appreciate
have
you.
battle with that which is the enemy.
Can I say?
Amen.
Can I
if
say
you're the
something?
enemy, I'll battle with you.
Can I
If
say
not,
something?
then we're gonna get along.
Can I say something?
You can say anything.
God bless
I
you.
got to say something though before I go because I have been. I just heard something today about them opening up Broadway again, but it won't be until September. I had a show. I'm doing a one-man show.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess what the doctor was saying to us is that we are no longer slaves. Got to move on with the program. It's a young man by the name of Terry Lennon. And this particular CD has been played over 612,000 times. Bring you up, brother. I'm a child. Coming up next to the good people from Foreclosure Options. And they're going to be talking about how to save your home from foreclosure. Don't let the bank steal your home. Call 888-357-1780. That's 888-357-1780. Hey, Wendy, up in White Plains, you called me the other day, said that you've been blind for 4 years and you believe in God to give you your sight back. Then you asked me for a little something, and I want you to know I haven't forgotten. You got to take care of that tomorrow. And to your daughter, Shantae, I'm going to ask all the prayer warriors to pray for her. This lady's got 3 court cases, 2 for assault, and 1 she's in a custody battle. But I think one of the things she's in is she's in a battle with herself, which causes all these situations. But I'm not one to diagnose anything. All I'm doing is asking for prayer. For Shantae Jameson, God bless you, Shantae. I want you to know that you are no longer a slave.
I've been born again into your family. Your blood runs through my veins.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
For I am a child of God, you hear me? I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
I want to thank Pastor Carpenter for calling in tonight and giving us the spoken word. She did a beautiful job on that.
Yes, indeed.
Do you know that she makes false eyelashes. They're called Kelly lashes.
So what am I do? Wear them?
OMG, they are amazing.
Hey Kelly, I want you to get me some eyelashes.
Kelly lashes.
You know, every time I go to get a manicure, a mani-pedi,
Uh,
I always think about painting one of my toenails pink, but I never had the nerve. And I want to do it in celebration and recognition of
breast cancer awareness.
breast cancer.
So wait until October.
But
You
I,
can get away with
I
it.
get chicky.
Oh, stop. That's cool if you
I want
did
to do it in
that.
the summertime so they can see my toes.
Okay.
Man, I looked at my dogs the other day, took a shower. Boy, I'm going to tell you something.
Yours.
My feet in bad shape, man.
Moses,
Mine
that's
too,
fishy.
man.
That's not good.
What?
That's fishy. That's no
That's
pain.
fishy?
Yeah, don't do that.
There's a girl right there. Miss C. She calling to get you. Hello, don't even say a word. Just go ahead and talk.
Hello.
Don't say nothing. Just go and talk.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm just checking on my favorite home, family.
Thank you for
Yes.
checking in.
Just checking in.
Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Not Naguan,
Wagwan.
doctor. Not Naguan.
Not a thing I go on, but I was just listening to everything.
Tana
And
Yard.
I enjoyed every Wednesday.
What did you learn?
Hey, Miss C.
Yes?
10 in your yard.
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm blessed.
Amen. Bless the Lord.
I'm blessed. I got up this morning in my right mind. Everything works. Not on board.
You
And I
know
will
that-
work for the
you
rest
know-
of my
you-
life.
You know the center man got up this morning.
Yes,
His
sir.
right man too.
So I'm just checking in on my family.
Thank you, doll.
Thank
Appreciate
All
it.
of that.
Thank you very
Good, and
much.
God is good, and we love.
You being safe.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Have
Praise
a good
the Lord.
night. Be so safe now, and don't forget your gloves and your mask.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome anytime.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay, we're good now. Okay.
Good night.
Yeah, Miss C.
Listen, it's 24 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock, and we have not spoken about foreclosure yet.
Oh,
Okay,
I had a
very
phone call
imperative
today.
that we talk about
You had a
it.
phone call from one.
Yeah, I had a phone call today from a woman who said that she took the 3-month forbearance on her mortgage, and now she got a bill that she cannot pay. So the lender offered her another 3 months. So she's thinking
She didn't have to ask for it. They just offered it to
they
her.
just offered it to her, and so she's thinking that in 6 months she's gonna be okay, but she won't be able to pay the 6 months worth of mortgage.
No,
Oh, you're talking about under the CARES Act, that new
Yes,
stimulus
yes.
program.
And
That
and she looked at her contract, and it did not say anything about putting what she owes during this forbearance at the end of her loan.
no, it's not.
She did not get that option.
Mm-hmm.
So she called me upset today. What can I do, Alicia? So
What'd you tell him?
I said, call foreclosure options.
He said call Moses.
No, she already got me on the line, so that's the second best thing.
Give me a call right there. Caller on 91. Hello, caller. Hey, caller, you on the air?
Good morning.
Good morning. State your name, sir, and where you calling
Hello?
from? Yes,
good,
sir.
Good night.
On a program, good night. On a program, very interested, very educated.
Thank you, Richard.
And please play that Terry Lynn again for me, please.
You got it.
Play what?
Terry
Play,
Lynn.
play that Terry Lynn again for me.
What? The slave?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's
Richard.
not a problem.
My name is Robert.
Robert, I mean, I'm sorry, Rob.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
Robert
see,
Richard.
see,
Okay,
see.
Robert.
Uh-huh.
My bad.
Okay, take care.
Respect,
Richard, respect, brother.
Robert.
Robert, respect, brother. See, you got me calling the man by the wrong
Reach your
name.
goal.
Lose weight
Mm-hmm.
and keep it off.
He said he wanted to hear that song again.
Yeah, Moses.
Yes.
For the people that can't pay their mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
what should they do? Even before this pandemic came in,
Mm-hmm.
they were 2 months behind. They're not
Mhm.
working now.
Mm-hmm.
So you know at least it's gonna be 5 months. At least.
Mm-hmm.
What should they do?
Well, you know, fast forward, it might seem selfish, it might sound arrogant, but I would just say call me or call somebody who specializes in foreclosure prevention. I don't think many people nowadays understand what they're up against.
So you're telling me, hold on, you're telling me if I don't pay 5 months mortgage and I call you, I can get help and I can save my house?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
You sure?
Absolutely. Let me just say something, man. Let me just
Okay.
say something.
Go ahead.
I was talking to Alicia on my way over here,
Mm-hmm.
and Alicia's a fantastic person. I've never seen
thank
anybody get
you.
along with her husband like she gets along. About like that woman you was talking about before. Alicia's a good woman, and her husband's a great guy, and I'm thankful that they're my friends. But Alicia like free stuff. I don't like free stuff. I don't like hand-me-downs or handout. And the government has come up with something called this CARES package,
Which is a hand-me-down.
and a part which is a hand-me-down, and it's needed. But people must understand that here's the way the CARES Act works. You have a house, you have a mortgage. You signed the paper sometime before when you went to the closing table that you was going to pay X amount of dollars and you're going to pay it this way, that way, and that's what you decided.
That's why when you go to closing, you sign so much paper
And
you don't
that's
even
right.
read
And
it.
now they're saying, hey,
right.
because of this pandemic thing, you can apply for a forbearance. A forbearance means excuse my payment is due, but excuse it. Everybody's doing it. Insurance people are giving you refunds back. I spoke to my insurance agent the other day, and I said, I want to pay my insurance. He said, hey, well, you only 1 month due. He said, but we're not canceling people's insurance. I'm like, what that mean? He says, if you can't pay, you can't pay. You catch up later. Well, the same thing is happening with this housing thing. And I've been in this foreclosure business now over 12 years. Don't mean I know everything about it. But I've helped thousands of people save their homes. I've helped some people, 2 or 3 people, save their homes after it already was sold at auction.
Wow.
It was sold illegally, and I was able to get the houses back. Thank God for that. But this forbearance thing is when you apply for the forbearance, you got 3 months, don't pay me nothing. But when 3 months and 1 day is up, I want all of those 3 months payment. And I was speaking with a lady who called me last week, and she applied for it. Her mortgage is $3,000 a month. She took the 90-day forbearance when it first got started. And now the 90 days, the 3 months is over, she's got a choice. Pay me the 3 months that you're delinquent on, plus your current payment, which is now $12,000 she got to come up with, or apply for another forbearance extension.
Another 3 months.
If she doesn't have that money to pay for it, her best option is, so that she don't go into foreclosure, her next option would be to apply for another forbearance. But if she can't pay the amount that's due now after 3 months, how's she going to be able to pay it after 6 months? And then when 6 months comes to end and she owes the 6 months is in arrears that's already been forbeared, she got another payment that's due, so now she owes for 7 months. So if her mortgage payment is $3,000 a month, now she got to pay 7 months, that's $21,000. Where did she get it from?
Wow.
And how is she going to come up with it when she's not working?
That's right.
I believe many of you people are going to need an adversary, someone like myself, and it might sound arrogant and cocky, but that's why we do this, is you call somebody who knows how to get things done with these banks. I negotiate debt for a living. I had a lady a few years ago lived in Rosedale, Queens. She had a second mortgage on her house for $118,000. And I was able to negotiate her debt to $11,000 in about 45 minutes on the phone. That's unusual. But she owed $118,000, and the second lien holder said, "Hey," I said, "she can send you $11,000." And they said, "When can we have it?" I said, "You can have it within the next. You can have it within 10 days after you send us the letter and writing stating that this is your settlement." And they sent the settlement to her for 11 grand. I don't know what she got the money from. She paid it off, and she was able to get rid of $107,000 of that debt. Folks, there's another lady in the Bronx, Joan, 3-family house right off 3rd Avenue in the Bronx, owed $799,000 on her house, and she called us. And after she fought me, after she cursed me out, after she lambasted me, after her apartment went vacant because she couldn't rent it because she was afraid. This is real facts. People are afraid to rent their apartment. I know a lady right now on 219th Street in the Bronx. She won't rent an apartment because she's afraid that the bank is going to come and take the house. And now she got a tenant that's in the house that's going to get evicted, and she won't rent the apartment. Been like that. It's been like that for years.
That's stupid.
It's not stupid.
Why is
real
that?
life.
That's real life.
Real
Why?
life
And there are
issues.
people listening to us right now,
That's right.
and they won't do anything about it because they're scared. People are afraid. There are a lot of people in denial. Let me tell you something.
So why wouldn't she rent it? I'm just asking.
He rented to try to help you make some income.
That's what I'm saying. She is.
Oh,
being-
you're saying it's stupid for her not to rent?
That's
But
what I'm saying.
Listen, man, fear is a very, 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 very
Okay.
bad thing to be
It's a
dealing with.
form of mental illness.
Fear is a bad thing to deal with. So this lady now, she says, "Hey, I'm gonna do a short sale. I'm gonna get rid of the debt. I'm gonna get rid of the house because she really can't afford it." Listen, man, many of us bought houses years ago that we really could not afford because we could get a house with just my signature. You got to remember, a few years ago, you didn't have to have any credit to buy a house. Now you got to have 720 FICO score. You got to have a 700 FICO score now to even rent an apartment.
That's right.
But back in those days, all you needed was a 500 FICO score. I used to, I could get a dog a mortgage. But you need to understand something for Fat Forward. Many homeowners, I think homeowners fall into two categories. Those who can pay their mortgage but won't, and those who want to pay their mortgage
And can't.
but can't. And those are the people that the bank know. The banks know that you can't pay the mortgage. They know that if you started out paying your mortgage 10 years ago, and now all of a sudden you're 15 days late, you start to slip, you're 20 days late, they know that's going to be a potential problem.
Yes.
And they know on a matter of time that you are going to fall behind. Why? You've been paying it for 10 years on time every month. And now you're slowing down. You ain't late yet. You're not past due yet.
So they know you're in trouble.
Okay, but they know you're in trouble.
They know that.
These banks track these kinds of things.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And they know what's going on. The gentleman was just talking about the thing that he put the thing that you put in your head with that gun. What do you call it?
The chip.
The chip they're gonna put in your head. These guys know what they're doing. They want to take over. They want to take over. I say what you got to do now. You got to be frugal. You got to plan ahead. And if you can't pay your mortgage, you want to save yourself right now. They can't do anything anyway.
Right.
They can't, because the moratorium said they can't. What you got to be concerned about is, what are you going to do when they take the lockdown off?
When they come for you.
What are you going to do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? And that's when you want to remember this phone number. 888 357 1780. 888 357 1780. There's a man who called here months ago, Mr. Barnes in the Bronx. I remember Mr. Barnes, when he called me, he was scared to death because he thought he was going to lose his house. Hard-working man, got a family. Wife is a school teacher. Stand-up people, kind of people that we want. But he couldn't pay his mortgage. He called me, and by the grace of God, we were able to get him a modification. And he called this radio station a few months ago, and he says, my mortgage has never been late since you helped me. And he said, thank you. And he says to me, now, Mr. Moses, me and my wife is getting ready to buy a second home. And that's what many people come to this country for, to get a grip, to get a leg up, to get part of the American pie, to do better. But right now, the economic pressure that's on people today is unbearable.
So what are the options if someone finds himself behind in their mortgage because they took on the forbearance?
Call 888-357-1780. See, here's the deal. If I can't help you, I'm going to tell you I can't help you. I had a lady call me a couple of weeks ago, and I just told her I can't help you. Well, she had been to see me before, and she walked away. She came back to see me again. She walked away. So now I don't trust her, so I just left her alone. I just says no. But I want everybody to know out there, what's the option? Call me. I have a money-back guarantee. I said, we have a money-back guarantee. We're the only people who have a money-back guarantee.
That's right.
You hear people on this radio station talk about them. They got the hotline. I don't need you to call a hotline. I need you to call me. Because when you call the hotline, you're going to get an answer machine. If you want to talk to me right now, call me tonight at 10 minutes after 12, and I'll talk to you tonight. But you got to call another number, 516-304-4993. 516-304-4993. 516-304-4993. That's my cell phone number. And guess what? When I go home, there's two things going to be in the bed with me, my remote control and my cell phone. And I guarantee you that if you call me, I'm going to answer the phone. I pride myself in answering the phone because that makes me different.
That's right.
I'm not professing to be better at doing what I do. I'm just different. And one thing that I do better than anybody I know is answer my phone. I guarantee it.
Moses, at 22 minutes to 12 o'clock. I want to take a commercial break, and of course, I'll be right back.
Are you at risk of losing your home to foreclosure? Are you finding it more and more difficult to make your monthly mortgage payment? Or perhaps you've received a legal document informing you that your mortgage company has begun to take a legal action against you in state Supreme Court to recover money that you owe. Well, worry not. We can help. Call 516-369-9615 and find out how you can save your home from foreclosure. At Foreclosure Options, we have over 25 years of experience in helping homeowners just like you avoid foreclosure sales at public auction. Don't let the bank steal your home. Call 516-369-9615 and find out how to save your home from foreclosure. That's 516-369-9615, 516-369-9615.
Hello, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and all my internet listeners. I'm here today to tell you about Mineral One Herbal Sinus Reliever. Mineral One Herbal Sinus Reliever is an all-natural product that will relieve all your allergy symptoms. Nasal congestion, sinus pressure, sneezing, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes. It also soothes nasal inflammation. It is all natural. It can be used by adults and children. It is the miracle allergy remedy of this century. So call Aubrey Dix at 347-863-3887. Do your loved ones a favor. Relieve your symptoms. Give your loved ones a break. Give them some sleep at night. Call Aubrey Dix, 347-863-3887 to get fast relief from your allergy symptoms, nasal congestion, and itchy, watery eyes. Call right now for your supply. 347-863-3887.
Island Produce and Meat Market, a brand new store where you can find all your Caribbean products and meat. Island Produce, located at 425 10th Avenue, Paterson, New Jersey. It's a one-stop Caribbean food store for all your oxtail, goat meat, cow foot, saltfish. Get all your ground provisions, sweet potatoes, green bananas, pumpkin, plantains, all your spice and seasonings, hot peppers, green peppers, scallion, thyme, ginger. Island Produce, 425 10th Avenue, Paterson, New Jersey. They have a wide range of Caribbean products and brands. Stop in today. Island Produce, 425 10th Avenue, Paterson, New Jersey. Opening hours are Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Island Produce, 425 10th Avenue, Paterson, New Jersey. Call them at 973-689-6999.
Keep it locked right here on WVIP 93.5 FM with Al Jam. Coming up at the 12 o'clock hour with beautiful island music and important information we need to know. Al Jam at 12 midnight.
That's Al Jam, immediately following the Voices of Worship with the Green Zone.
You deserve a better life. Do you want to move? Yeah! Do you want to move? Yeah! Let's move! Let's move! I want to move! Come on! Everybody, move it, move it, move it! Everybody move! Everybody move! Everybody move!
Exercise your
The
body.
voice of our own dance master. You can catch him right here at 93.5 FM every single Sunday between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6.
Come on! We're changing lives. I feel so good now. I've changed my mind. Come on, you got the body. You got the body. I've got the magic. I got the magic. You got the body. You got the body. I've got the magic. I got the magic. When you lose that weight. When you lose that weight. You be feeling great. You be feeling great. When you lose that weight. When you lose that weight. You be feeling great. You be feeling great. Let's move. Let's move. Everybody move. To the left. Yeah, yeah. To the right. Yeah, yeah. To the left. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. We change your mind. Yeah, yeah. now. Power booster. Get loose. Get loose. Get loose now. Get loose. Hit me. Change your life. Change your life. Change your life. We're changing lives. Change your life. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. You deserve a change. Yeah. Come on. Make the change now. Come on. Change my life. Yes, we can. Yeah. I feel so good now. I've changed my life. Come on. Change my life.
You know, Moses, you were talking about the realities of foreclosure today, and in light of COVID, the moratorium that's in place and the forbearances that are being offered. People really need to look at their lives in a different light right now. They need to look at their finances. They need to plan ahead and think about what's happening to their estate in their absence. And so I just want to invite our listeners that we are offering at no charge free healthcare proxies and power of attorneys.
Explain what that means, because everybody don't know what that means.
Absolutely. A healthcare proxy. So, for example, God forbid, Moses, something happens to you and you're in the hospital and you are not able to make a health decision about what to do. So if it's do not resuscitate or whatever it could be, if you're not able to make that decision, you appoint someone to make that decision for you. So let's say it's your son Marlon. So this document that we would draft up and name him as your healthcare proxy.
It not be Marlon, let me tell you, boss. Them look for Marlon to sign off on the paper, man. Marlon can't be fined, you know. I understand what you're saying.
Sure, and if there are other legally of responsibilities that need to be met,
wills.
You're absent.
Wills in my business, I've had 2 people die, and neither one of them had wills.
That's so
And all
so
that did
important.
to my business is lock me down because I can't move. And the reason why I can't move is because I got to now go to surrogate court and get what's something called letters of administration, appoint somebody as the executive of that individual of the deceased estate. And the thing about it is that the courts are closed. But even if the courts were not closed, one customer I have where the father died and there's 13 siblings.
Right.
11 of them on board and 3 of them just won't move, so I had to give up on them.
Then they all have to be in agreement.
And all you need to do, folks, is just take care of this. It really does. Hey, I want my mama to take care of. I want this one. I'm willing all this over here. You got TVs, you got cars, you got houses, you got condos, you got things that your wife don't know about. Hey, man, what's going to happen is that the state is going to take it over, and the taxes is going to eat it up. Call us 516-304-4993.
Or go to our website, thevoicesofworship.com, and just click on the blue heart, thevoicesofworship.com.
Like I said to you, anything you need, call 631-741-5616. If you need a dishwasher, call 631-741-5616. If you need a boyfriend or girlfriend, call 631-741-5616.
But more importantly, if you are interested in having a healthcare proxy or a power of attorney drawn up for you at no cost, the Voices of Worship are offering it to you. Just log on to our website, thevoicesofworship.com, and just click on the blue heart. We are also offering wills. If you need a will done, which is so important, especially in today's life.
I need a will.
Why is it important?
Why is it my third time telling you that?
And Moses, I already sent you the draft.
Why is it important to have a will?
Well,
so that what you want done with your estate will be done exactly the way you want it done.
Okay.
If you want to be buried in a blue casket, if you want to be buried on this cemetery, if you want to be cremated, if you got an antique car and you wanted to go to your granddaughter, or if you wanted to go to your girlfriend's baby's uncle's child, you can say exactly what you want done.
And more importantly,
with your jewelry, with your house, anything that you own, that's why a will is done. And what happens is, if you don't have that will and nobody knows what you want done, then they don't know what to do.
Right, and there's so much chaos when people die without a will when they are a homeowner. There's so much paperwork that's involved that their kids have to seed out, weed out, and get signatures. It's just a nightmare.
And the thing about it, flat forward, if you got 3 or 4 kids, none of them are going to agree. You know what I find with most
They're
black
gonna
people?
be fighting.
You know what I find about
Yeah.
most black people? I don't want nothing to do with it myself. And so instead of them doing something and get involved, they just stand off and don't do nothing. Or if it's like one of my customers, one of the kids is in jail.
And you gotta wait till
And
he come.
You got to wait till you can get to him in jail. We had to send him overnight papers to the jail. They'll open it, and then they say, well, he can't sign it. You got to do this. We had to hire an attorney in Florida to
Yep.
go to the jailhouse in Florida. Folks, we get the job done.
Yep.
To go to the jailhouse in Florida, meet with this guy, set him at ease, let him know what's going on, and he signed the papers.
Okay.
But I got a car in Yonkers where there was 13 kids. You know how you guys be doing. Y'all go out here and have kids with Mary, Susie, Maybell, everybody.
All
and then
over
they
the
all start to
country.
show up when they die, and all those kids got a piece of that estate. Call me, 888-357-1780.
Moses, next week we're going to be talking about, are black women looking more and more like white women?
You know something? I
Them
wanna-
a bleach. Them a bleach.
Them a bleach. Them a bleach. You know something else I want to talk about too?
What?
I want to talk about the man who fathered a child. And since he fathered that child, he didn't marry that child's mother. And that child feels abandoned and lost because of no contact with the daddy. And that child can be angry. We talk about what men should do and how we should take on the responsibility to bridge that gap between that kid that feels left out and try to bring some sense of healing to that child. I want to talk about that as well.
Okay.
Hey, 10 minutes before the hour. And, wow, this 3 hours go real fast.
Real fast.
Miss C talking about we should get this third hour.
Moses.
What? I'm going to
This-
play the song for Miss C. Go ahead.
This is my first production, man.
Oh, go ahead. Let me hear it.
Lord, my sin
I
is
love
so
this song.
many. Never stand off a sea. But the
I love this song.
my Savior,
Sister
I like that
Arlene.
bass. I like that bass.
sufficient.
Sister Arlene.
This is a good song to bring Al Jam in on.
Silver or gold. Tell me, Jesus, my Savior, is my name. Written there, Lord, is my name. Written there is my name. Written there on the page is so bright. And fair in the book of thy kingdom, no sin can enter there. Tell me, Jesus, my Savior, is my name. Written there, oh, that beautiful city with its mansion of light. God has promised to take us if we only live a life in the book of thy kingdom with its pages so fair. Tell me, Jesus, my Savior, is my name. Written there, Lord, is my name. Written there is my name. Written there on the page is so bright and fair in the book of thy kingdom. No sin can enter there. Tell me, Jesus, my Savior, is my name. Written there, Lord, is my name. Written there is my name. Written there on the page is so bright and fair in the book of thy kingdom. No sin can enter there. Tell me, Jesus, my Savior, is my name.
That's the voice of Sister Arlene.
And don't forget
To Jamaica.
to download the TVOW app. You download the app?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Coming here next weekend, you don't have it download, you can't get on the air.
Okay, no
Hey
problem.
folks, go to the app store and download TVOW. Man, I'm hungry. I can show you a piece of chicken
I
right
know,
now.
right? I'm
Can
hungry.
you
TVOW.
imagine?
Oh, y'all look hungry.
We order food from 8:30 and it's now 7 minutes to 12 o'clock.
Unbelievable.
And
Don't
it's
order
not-
through Uber. I'm telling you.
Uber Eats horrible.
I'm gonna put Uber out of business on this radio show because they didn't bring my chicken. Anyway,
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up now, guys. Wrap it up.
Well, I'm thankful. I pray to God that His blessing will continue to be upon His people.
Yes.
We thank God for using the preacher woman today, Sister White Carpenter. We thank God for using the evangelist down in Texas, Brother Holiday. We just thank God for all the phone calls, for Robert, for Miss C, for all our friends. And we continue to pray for those families who are experiencing bereavement and those people who are in the hospital. And let us not forget about those people the orderlies in the hospital, the one that have to deal with all this waste and hazardous waste and sanitation people that we really don't usually think about. We pray for God's guidance. We pray for God's protection on those people. We give Him the honor. We give Him the praise. Hey, stay tuned. Come back to see us next week. God bless you, and we'll see you then.
Gotta remind you that brain is always better than beauty. Health is always better than wealth. And good is always better than evil. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from salt. Do some form of exercise. You live once. Gotta remind you, you die forever. Yeah. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yes, it is.
Before I go, I gotta remind you, to the people who love me, I want you to know how grateful I am that you're in my life, and I want to thank you very much.
Who is that, Fat Forward?
The people in my life,
That love you.
those that love me, I know who love me.
You don't need to know that.
Are you right?
Get ready
You
to get
think
Fat
they love you?
Forward scalp.
Why you giving me like this? This go over that side.
Here.
I want the yummy. Here.
Robert, this is going out for you, Robert. We're going to close it out with you. God bless you for calling in. Peter, call us next week. Miss C, rest well. Carol, you and the rest of the Bowling clan, God bless you. God does not make any mistakes. And I know your sister was important, but her memory will go on with you. God bless you, my sister. May the best of everything be yours. And all of you who are struggling, who are experiencing all different kinds of sufferings and trials and tribulations, know that God is able to do all things exceedingly and abundantly well, above all that you could ever ask or think. God bless you. And if He's willing, we'll see you same time, same station, Wednesday, May 20th.
At 9 p.m.
And don't forget, we're streaming live on YouTube, Amazon,
Roku,
Facebook. Catch us. Bye-bye.
Just want to say condolences going out to my friend again, Monroe Grant from over there in Hackensack, New Jersey. Stand the place. Maxine,